sky with a red left on it. They smile flying from the neighbor's yard, and we'll slow dance in the moonlight, got this hand in my pocket. Oh baby, just call it, 'cause it's yours if you want it. Better get love and take this freedom, play up strong. Friday. Everybody doing all right? What a Friday night. This feels incredible. Hey guys, tonight we celebrate 26 years of Rascal Flatts. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You guys have filled this place up as far as it will go up and as far as you can see back there. And the love we've already felt tonight after just a few songs is astounding. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts. Happy New Year. Can you still say that in February? So I thought what we'd do tonight is just start out with a few moments of honesty, okay? Honesty moment number one. How many of y'all already gave up on dry January and dry February? Some of y'all didn't even make it to January 2nd. And what are we, 5-6 days into February? How many of y'all quit like 3 days ago? See, it's hard. It's hard. You gotta be committed. And what we have in here tonight is a bunch of quitters. No, I'm kidding. All right, honesty moment number two. How many of you guys came to see us when you were just a little kid for the first time? And now how many of y'all are bringing your own kids to the show? So what's pretty cool is we have literally generations of Rascal Flatts fans in the building tonight. Awesome. All right, honesty moment number three. How many of you guys are already ready to throw the towel in on 2026? Right? And you know why? Because every day you wake up, it seems like the world is becoming a more messed up, ugly place to live in. In so many ways, it feels like we're more divided as a country than we've ever been. And that's really, really sad, because I believe that we are stronger united than we are divided. And it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat, we are Americans first. And that's really, at the end of the day, all that should matter. But I have a theory. I think that we're ready to give up on the new year already, because not only is the world an ugly place to live in, but I feel like we've gotten into a really bad habit of looking in all the wrong places for all of the right answers to the problems that face us. You see, I feel like we keep searching to fill some kind of void in us, some kind of hole in us that's only fillable with one thing, and that is the good Lord in heaven above. And I truly do believe that. I feel like if more of us look to Him for the answers instead of everywhere else, it would be a much better place to live in. And I promise you this, if you're here tonight and you feel like you've messed up too much, you're not a good enough person, that God would ever want anything to do with you, I'm here to tell you that that is a load of crap. He will meet you right where you are, and He will use you as long as you're willing. It's easier said than done, because life is messy sometimes, and life will kick you when you're down and keep kicking you when you're down. You try to get up and you get knocked back down. You pound on the floor of heaven and you pray every prayer you've ever known. You learn it, you recite every Bible verse you ever learned in vacation Bible school. And sometimes it feels like you're never going to crack through. But you have to remember this, sometimes when you've done all you can do, the only thing left to do is stand. In a hurricane So Victoria's gone and start holding on. Keep holding on. Once we push, once we shove, this what you're made of. Your mind is till you're right. 'Cause it's all you can take. All your needs, look up, decide you had enough. You can manage to get strong, right the hands and get up and you stay. The past is down the draw. 'Cause every time you get up and get back in the race, one more small piece of you starts to fall into place. Takes what you're made of. Ain't nothing to go back. 'Cause it's all you can take. On your knees, good luck, decide you had enough. Wipe your hands, take a stand. Take a stand. Take a stand. You can't stay back for too long. And you get strong, wipe the hands and get off. Then you. It's exactly what you do, Chicago. You know, Illinois reminds me a lot of this little place called Mayberry we're about to go. You ready to rock? Sometimes it feels like this world is spinning faster. Oh, than it did in the old days. Yeah. Oh, so naturally we have more natural disaster from the strain of a fast pace. But Sunday was the day of rest. Now it's one more day for conquering. And we can't slow down, just the way it is. It's all the same. It's now fair. Tell me some lady, sitting on a coach drinking ice cold cherry. Everything's black and white, la 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 la. Picking on the same string, never pass by. We talk about the first name, watching the clouds go by. Sometimes I can hear everybody in Chi-Town start shouting. The Jesus window. Oh, and that's when I come up here to all this mountain to look at the God's window. Yeah, but I got to feel that you and I feel love. You know the situation when people pass by and call me by their first name. That's Uh-oh. We're going to really take you back in time here for just a minute. See if you remember this one. Woo! I won't spend another lonely night. Ooh. Chicago, you remember that? Well, I've got the lights turned down, the door is locked, the bedroom TV's on. Yeah. Doing the only thing that gets me through the night since you've been gone. If you know what, sing it with us, you know. Praying for daylight, waiting for that morning sun. So I can act like now I've been going on. Baby, come back to me, I swear I'll make it right. Don't make me spend another lonely night. Praying for daylight. Praying for daylight. Praying for daylight. Praying for daylight. And I've been waiting to go. But this is just another before the dawn. Deep in my heart, I know that you love me as much as I love you. Oh, you know we love you, Chi-Town. Woo! Yeah, but you must be lying somewhere looking up at heaven too. Somebody in this building sing with me. Praying for daylight, waiting for that morning sun. So I can act like my whole life ain't going wrong. Hey! So baby, come back to me, I swear I'll make it right. Don't make me spend another lonely night. Praying for daylight. Praying for daylight. Praying for daylight. Praying for daylight. I won't spend another lonely night. I won't spend another lonely night. I won't spend another lonely night. Ooh. Praying for daylight. Well, that's how it all started back in 2000. Very first single, Praying for Daylight. Back here playing keys tonight. This boy is from the great state of Kentucky. He's from a little dot on a map. A little place called Honey Hole, Kentucky. And his country is cornbread and soup beans. Show your love on keys for Mr. Will Hopkins. Chicago, the one and only Lorna Lane is in your building.
I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you want to go. If you face with the choice and you have to choose, hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door, close, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. More than anything, yeah, more than anything. My wish for you is that this night becomes all that you wanted to. Your dreams came in, your worries stay small. You never need to care more than you can fall. And while you're out there wish that this life becomes all that you wanted. Till your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry one. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things you. Ooh, yeah, please. It's mine. Y'all make some noise for Rascal up here.
Anybody like the sound of a banjo in Illinois? We brought one. Go! But then I drop my truck and drive, and I pick up my baby. Well, now she's complete with a kiss on her head, exit on down the highway. Time to die, hurry on, little baby. Come on, let's sing. We gotta go, baby. Hold on back, till you cross the little crease. Chicago. How y'all feeling on this fine Friday night? And I live in this place, and I know all the faces. Each one is different, but they're always the same. They mean me no harm, but it's time that I face it. They'll never allow me to change. But I never dreamed home would end up where I don't belong. I'm moving on. Sing it with me, Chicago. I'm moving on. At last I can see life has been patiently waiting for me, and I know there comes a time in everyone's life when all you can see are the years passing by, and I haven't made up my mind that those days are long. I sold what I could, packed what I could, and stopped feeling love on my way out of town. I love like I should, live like I shouldn't. I had to lose everything to find out. Maybe forgiveness will find me somewhere down this road. Now what do you say, girl, we do something crazy? Y'all feel like getting crazy, Chicago? You're moving on, you know what I'm saying. Ain't like it ain't gonna happen forever, forgive me, but it's already written. Ooh, we can't, baby, come on. See, look, let's talk it out up in the street. Story, how it goes. You ready? See, I love your mama, save us some trouble. Didn't take your whole family much easier. But that's your daddy don't mind. Saving my mama. Look, girl, it's just so happy. And that big old fat rocky roll. Guess what I bought it? It's in my pocket, baby, come on. Let's get it on, let's get it on.
All right. Now what we should do is take a little trip back in time. Let's fire up the flux capacitor back here on the drum. Did anybody see that? Yeah. Let's fire that up. Let's go back to the first single off our second CD, Melt. This is These Days. Come on, play, Joey. Sounds great. Is that on? There it is. Feels good.
I'm late for everything, buddy.
It's all right. We still love you.
Love you too.
Hey, baby, is that you? Yeah, I love it. I really do. No machine ain't not the song we sing in the car. Driving downtown, top down, making them out, checking out the bands on the radio. Right off those curves, true love is one. We are swung in a nest, and the next thing you know, I'm reminiscing, dreaming all dreams, wishing no wishes, like we would be back again. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, Chris Lane is in the house. So told me after counting, you ran off the shot time and married a Romeo cowboy. That ain't the girl I need. Me, you the business mostly in there won't. Still so now I will do it no right. Yeah, it's good to be right here in Chicago tonight, baby. Hey, girl, if those flames they don't ring, but if you ever come back around, see me on town. Promise me you'll stop in to see an old friend. But I'm still there. Come on. Take the phone, just in case. Oh, baby, dreaming you. That's what I'm turning you to.
We got some singers in here, I can tell. Some of y'all been karaokeing. I hear you. Well, since y'all are in the singing mood, I think we should keep on singing. Yeah. All right, I know you know this one. Let's get warmed up with this one right here. Stop. Time out. Hey. I'm going to tell you something right now. Sweet Caroline is one thing, but y'all just lost your shit on Journey and scream louder for any other song that we've done tonight. And we do have feelings up here, and they're fixing to get hurt. So we're going to try this one more time. Y'all just failed miserably. You stuck with that as long as you stuck with Dry February. So just calm down. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's 2 times in a row y'all have just failed. Just failed, this F. But what if Rascal Flatts had a song that when we played the piano intro, y'all would lose your minds just like you lost your minds on a Journey song? Huh? Should we try it? This scares me to death. This could backfire. So if you know it, you know what you have to do. We're gonna try it. Here we go. You're not quitters. I sat out on the narrow way many years ago, hoping I would find true love along the broken road. But I got lost a time or two. I wound my round, kept pushing through. I couldn't see how every sign pointed straight to you.
Y'all been on a bunch of broken roads? Yeah. I said, put your camera phones up. Everybody's cricket numbers just ran out. They're like, wait a minute, I only had a 20-hour pack. That thing just... like, I have to go to T-Mobile or Verizon. Wait a minute. Y'all, I just want you to know that, you know, life is tough. And I'm so glad that we get to all do this night tonight and get to spend, you know, an hour and 45 minutes and taking pressure off of anything that we had to deal with before we had to walk in here. You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to tell you about a man I know. He's the only man that you never met that gave his life for each and every one of us on the cross, and his name is Jesus. So I just want you to know that every time you're on a broken road and you feel like you were there all by yourself, know that you're not. You know that the Bible says that I have a purpose and a plan for your life. He does our life so much better if we trust Him. So I just encourage you to trust Him tonight. It's not easy to do, but we should, because He's the one that spilled His blood for us. And there's a song that goes, oh, the blood of Jesus. Oh, Cause it's a little too loud on the highway. Wanna pull back in your driveway. It's way too quiet on my place. Wanna come on over, come on over. I just wanna get in the ringtone. I can turn up and we're blowing up my phone. Wanna hear you say come on over. When you tell me to come on over. I like the sound of that. Ooh, ooh, said I like the sound. I like the sound of that. Ooh, ooh. I like the sound.
You better pound for that time. Yo, fellas, you still ready to rock? Yeah! Crazy, cool, tough, moving along. School is out, so let's get it on. Flip-flop pants and some moxie. I'm on the perfect fly. Well, the sunset, this is so we can meet in the mood. They start getting our head up when it starts getting cool. Summer nights, everybody on your way. The people on your beat, so get right now. Summer nights, everybody's looking sexy. Holler if you're ready for some summer night. Holler if you're ready, if you're ready. Since you did a once in your step, don't let those teeny expectations take rooms over it. Now back to the ladies, let's see what else keep doing on. Cause everything about you makes me wanna go. The sun is getting on and it goes sleeping, here comes on over. Yeah, things are getting on and the brain starts getting cool. Somebody, so paradise. So nice. Holler if you're ready for some summer night. In the corner like a piece of paradise. Say it again. Summer nights, everybody's looking sexy. Summer nights, everybody looking really in the corner like a piece of paradise. Summer nights, everybody's looking sexy. Holler if you're ready for some summer night. Anybody ready on this side? Who's on the comes from his head?
Travel on, it's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you're bed, sometimes you stay, sometimes you try to get back to the bed. There's a world outside every darkened door. The blues won't haunt you anymore. The brave are free, love will soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore.